50% on needs, 30% on wants, 20% on savings. That's the 50-30-20 rule. You've probably heard of it. It's the most popular budgeting advice on the internet. But here's the problem nobody talks about. It was designed for American incomes in the 1990s, and when you apply it to an average Australian income in 2026, the numbers simply don't add up. Today I'm going to show you exactly why, and give you an adapted version that actually works. Let's go. The 50-30-20 rule was popularized by US Senator Elizabeth Warren in her book, All Your Worth. The concept is simple. Take your after-tax income and split it 3 ways. 50% goes to needs: rent, groceries, utilities, transport, insurance. The basics you cannot avoid. 30% goes to wants: eating out, subscriptions, entertainment, travel, shopping, the things that make life enjoyable. And 20% goes to savings and debt repayment, emergency fund, investments, paying off credit cards, super top-ups. On paper it looks clean, it looks balanced, it looks achievable. But there's a fundamental problem with applying this rule in Australia right now. And it comes down to one word: rent. Let's run the actual numbers on a real Australian scenario. Say you earn $70,000 a year. After tax, that's roughly $54,000, or about $4,500 per month take home. Under the 50-30-20 rule, 50% for needs is $2,250 per month. But here's where it falls apart. The median rent for a 1-bedroom apartment in Sydney right now is over $2,800 per month. That's 62% of your entire take-home pay before you've bought a single grocery. Melbourne is similar. Brisbane has improved slightly, but is still above 50% for most 1-bedroom rentals. Even regional areas are now pushing 40 to 45%. And that's just rent. Add groceries, electricity, transport, phone, and health insurance. And most Australians on an average income are spending 65 to 75% of their income on genuine needs before they touch a want. The 50-30-20 rule simply wasn't built for this. So does this mean the 50-30-20 rule is useless? No. It means you need to adapt it to reality. Here's the framework I recommend for most Australians in 2026. I call it the 60-20-20 model. 60% on needs, 20% on wants, 20% on savings. It's less catchy than the original, but it actually works. Adjustment 1. Redefine your needs category honestly. Stop trying to squeeze your rent into 50% if it's genuinely outcosting you 60. Lying to yourself in your budget doesn't save you money. Work with your actual numbers. What you can control in the needs category is everything except rent. Cook at home more, reduce subscriptions, switch to a cheaper phone plan, cut your transport costs. Small changes across several needs categories can reclaim $200 to $300 per month. Adjustment 2. Protect the savings percentage above everything else. Most people, when money is tight, cut savings first. That is the single biggest financial mistake you can make. Your future self needs that 20% more than your present self needs a new outfit or a streaming subscription. When something has to give, it should always come from wants, never from savings. Adjustment 3. Automate your savings the moment you get paid. The moment your salary hits your account, set up an automatic transfer of your 20% savings amount to a separate account. Do it before you pay anything else. This is called paying yourself first. When the money is gone from your everyday account before you can spend it, your lifestyle automatically adjusts to what's left. This works for almost everyone who tries it, because it removes willpower from the equation entirely. Quick recap. The 50-30-20 rule is broken for most Australians because rent alone blows the needs budget. The fix is the 60-20-20 model. 60 on needs, 20 on wants, 20 on savings. And the non-negotiable rule is savings always gets paid first. Now, let's talk about where most Australians actually leak money and how to plug it. I want to talk about the wants category specifically. because this is where most Australians quietly bleed money without realising it. The average Australian spends around $450 per month on food delivery and takeaway, around $200 on subscriptions they've forgotten about, streaming services, apps, gym memberships they don't use, and around $300 on impulse purchases made on phones. That's $950 per month, or $11,400 per year. Going to things most people would struggle to remember buying. Here's a simple audit. Open your bank account right now and look at the last 30 days. Highlight every transaction you don't remember making or wouldn't make again. Add them up. That number is your wants league, and that's your first budget target. You don't need a complicated spreadsheet to make this work. Here are 3 free tools built for Australians. Tool 1, Frollo. Frollo is a free Australian budgeting app that connects directly to your bank account and automatically categorizes every transaction. It shows you exactly where your money goes each month without you doing anything manually. No ads, no subscription, no catch. Available on iOS and Android. Completely free. Tool 2, WeMoney. WeMoney links all your bank accounts, credit cards, and loans in one place so you can see your complete financial picture at a glance. It also tracks your credit score for free and alerts you to any forgotten subscriptions quietly draining your account, free to download and use. Google Sheets spreadsheet with 3 columns, needs, wants, savings. Updated weekly takes 5 minutes and gives you complete visibility. Sometimes the simplest tool is the best tool. So, there it is. The 50-30-20 rule is a brilliant starting framework. But it was built for a different economy. Adapted for Australia in 2026, it becomes 60-20-20. 60% on needs, honestly, 20% on wants, with a monthly audit, 20% on savings, automated and non-negotiable. Do those 3 things, and you have a budget system that actually works for your real Australian income. If this video helped you, hit subscribe, because next week we're going deep on passive income. 5 ideas that actually work in Australia right now. Not dropshipping, not crypto, real, legitimate passive income strategies. Drop your budget questions in the comments. I'll see you next week.